Welcome to Drive Time with KJ. I'm your host, KJ Bell. This is the show where I get in my car and I start driving and I complain about things. Today is a very special day. It's our very first holiday edition of Drive Time. It's very exciting. Today we're talking about why Halloween is awful. So let's go, shall we? So I've already recorded. I didn't get very far in, so that's nice. But I did already record a chunk of this, and then the phone restarted. Because I thought I was hitting OK, but I was hitting restart. Thank you. Okay, so here we go. We're on our way home, and we're just going to talk about why Halloween is awful. Now, I genuinely, I enjoy Halloween. I think it might be my favorite holiday. But that doesn't mean I can't have issues with it. We can have issues with anything, even things that we like. My biggest issue with Halloween these days is I think we need to make it one of those holidays that is observed slightly differently than the actual date. You know how President's Day is technically one day, but we always observe it on this Monday or whatever? Maybe that's MLK Day? There's a few like that, right? So we need to make Halloween observed on the last Friday of October. Because the way it happens now, if Halloween falls on a Monday, nobody's happy. Nobody's happy with that. Everybody hates it when Halloween is on a Monday. It's awful. So the way it is now, if Halloween is during the week, what tends to happen, let's say it's on a Thursday, right? People are going to party the weekend before. And then you're going to have Halloween things on the actual day, the Thursday. Then you're going to feel like crap on Friday. And then you're going to party that weekend again. If we made it the last Friday, we could start the festivities on Thursday and go all weekend and just have one big bash. We wouldn't have to spread it out. It's such a better idea. There are two kinds of Halloweens, right? There is adult Halloween and there is kid Halloween. And parents, I'm sorry, you get kid Halloween. That's you decided to have the children, you're in kid Halloween now until they are old enough for you to, cast out into the world on their own for things. Like late teens, you could throw them out and go make mischief, go egg somebody's house. Don't do that. But whatever the teens do, I didn't do stuff like that. I was a goody two shoes. I wouldn't do things like that. So you have adult Halloween, which is just booze. That's all I want. I want alcohol on Halloween. I used to want a sleeping bag full of candy. Now I want a sleeping bag full of booze. That's all I want. And again, this is probably my main argument for why it should just be the last Friday in October. Really, that's probably the main reason. I think that is so that we can have fun. We can party. And I think the thing I love about Halloween is people who get creative with their costumes, right? The thing that drives me crazy is there is this industry that is built around making things sexy that shouldn't be. A sexy nun costume? No. Please no. Stop that. The only thing worse is the homemade ones where a girl will wear a black bikini and then store-bought cat ears and be like, I'm a kitty. No, stop that. The gays are probably worse, honestly. Last year on Halloween, I saw a guy wearing a yellow Speedo and he had painted red circles on his cheeks and he went, I'm Pikachu! No, stop that. If you're going to do that, you can, fine. You want to be a hoe, be half naked, it's fine. I support you. There's no shaming here. Do whatever you want. But put a little more effort into it than that. Paint your whole body yellow if you're going to be Pikachu. That's not appropriation. Yeah. That's when you got to be careful with. It's appropriate to paint your face if you're going to be Pikachu, not if you're a white person who wants to be any other ethnicity. Just don't. Just don't. Think a little harder, and stop going as I'm Geronimo. No, stop wearing the. Stop going as Native Americans for Halloween. It's not good. Don't do it. It's insulting, in so many ways. And it just shows that you're not learning from everybody who's getting in trouble every year for doing it. Like, how many clues do you need? Chad, Chet. And then you have Child Halloween. And Child Halloween, the thing that drives me the craziest about it is just there are children everywhere, and I don't necessarily want them to be everywhere. They should not always be. You have the hand. Did you eat? You didn't even look. I am fully coming at you. Are you kidding me? I would have made that light. I would have made that light. I hate it here. It's either miss the light or commit vehicular homicide. Ugh. Like Kid Halloween, where you're just going around getting the candy, it's wonderful as a kid. There's only so much I can handle as an adult. And you know, I thought it would be fun to be the adult passing out the candy. I thought that. But then I ended up eating 75%, okay, 90% of the candy that I bought. And I don't need that. I don't need that. Especially when I'm drinking, and so that lowers the willpower, the discipline is lower because I have been drinking, so I'm even less resistant to the candy that is right in front of me. When I'm already, I have the strength of a sheet of tissue paper in a hurricane when it comes to not eating candy that is in front of me. That is my constitution. I'm not proud of it, but it's the way it is. I've accepted it about myself. But I don't need any more temptation, and that's part of the problem with Halloween, is the candy is everywhere. Not just at my house that I'm passing it out, but it's everywhere. It's in bowls at various offices that you go to. There's just candy everywhere. It's a problem. And I don't... Children coming to the door while I'm drinking, it feels irresponsible, and it feels like I'm being a bad role model, and it harshes the buzz. That's also part of that. Having said all that about the issues with passing out the candy, I am tired of the debate of, we shouldn't be giving kids candy on Halloween. Let them have the candy. Let them be children. How about parents? You monitor things, okay? You be in charge of the rationing of stuff, all right? That's how this is supposed to work. Don't make me responsible. You be responsible for your own children, okay? And if you don't want them to have the candy, don't take them trick-or-treating. Be a horrible monster that they'll talk about in therapy later because you don't want them to have any fun. And if you're one of those people that gives out raisins, oh, who hurt you? Who hurt you? And don't even get me started on people who hand out toothbrushes. You better at least be putting up some candy if you do that stuff. If you're passing out toothbrushes, are you a dentist? You better be a dentist. And even then, actually, I bet dentists probably love Halloween because it's got to be good for their bottom line, right? I mean, realistically. Sure, they make a lot of money off of Halloween. If the kids eat too much candy and they get a stomachache, maybe they'll learn something. That's how you learn lessons. I mean, that's why I don't drink certain things anymore, because I drank too much of them one night in college, had too much fun and blacked out, and now I can't even stand the smell of certain kinds of alcohol. That's how you learn things. You have to make mistakes in life. So if they're going to eat a pillowcase full of candy in one night, let them do it and let them learn. And if you're one of those parents who takes the children out trick-or-treating on a day that isn't Halloween, that's not an agreed upon, like the neighborhood got together, the cul-de-sac got together, we're going to go trick-or-treating on Thursday the 30th instead of Friday the 31st. Unless that is an arrangement, what are you doing? What are you, seriously? Ugh. So that is why Halloween is awful. That'll do it for this episode of Drive Time, our very first holiday edition. Okay, you see that the lane is ending, right? There you go. Yeah, there was a sign and everything, sweetie. Yeah. And now you're going to get mad at me because I'm going to turn up here. So, if you do all the liking, the subscribing, all that stuff, and may your drive be better than mine.